It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Thornbridge, and it's a bottle of their Charlie Brown Peanut Butter Brown Ale, coming in at 6.2% ABV. There's the label. There's the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass then and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. I'd like to thank Dean for sending this beer. Dean's been following the channel on Facebook and of course here on YouTube. Gets lots of comments, kind of decent conversations with him regarding beer, and of course it's always great to be sent beer by a viewer, by somebody who really wants you to try the beer that they're drinking. Thornbridge's beers are never bottle conditioned. They're generally, well, looking at that, that might be the peanut butter, the nuts that have gone into this beer. Because I'll tell you a little bit about this beer now. I'll just give you the way the beer looks. So there's a nice red hue coming up in the camera. Nice levels of carbonation. It's a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Now the beer itself, here we go. Charlie Brown is a brown ale with a difference. Into the boil goes rich peanut butter, and then during maturation the beer is dry peanuted with large amounts of green peanuts. A gently toasted malt backbone gives way to bags of nuttiness, making this an enjoyable yet decadent and indulgent brew. I'm looking forward to this, I gotta be honest. So, let's get the aroma then. Oh, blimey. And that's gotta be the most peanutty, real peanut smell that I've ever smelt in a beer. That's real peanuts. That is real peanuts. It's not artificial. What's this rogue beer over here? Chocolate, peanut butter and banana ale. That was, that beer there, that pink bottle there was just, it was terrible. It was a terrible beer. It had your peanuts in it, but I think it was more of an artificial flavour. A bit like Hershey's chocolate, you know. But this is like opening a bag of KP nuts. If you're anywhere in the world you don't know what KP nuts are, they're the British brand of peanuts. I can stand and smell this beer all day. It's absolutely wonderful. Real peanut. That's all I'm getting. Real peanut. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. A little bit more of the aroma. I think the aroma wins out with the peanuts. It is quite very big in peanut, the aroma. You still get a lot of it in the taste. But bearing in mind you've got your malts, your kind of biscuity flavours, a little bit of hops on the back end, but then you get your kind of peanut. Your peanut is floating around in all of them flavours. It's an unbelievable aroma. It's a little bit of a shame, if I'm honest. You kind of want all of that peanuts, almost like you want that kind of crunchiness from the peanut. But it's a bit of a shame that the aroma is massive and the taste isn't quite so massive. It's nicely carbonated. It would be very difficult to tell that the beer was 6.2% ABV. It doesn't strike me that it's a big, bold, kind of brash, strong ale at 6.2%. It's drinking very well. It's quite a thin beer. What I mean by thin, I mean kind of refreshing. A little bit of kind of biscuit malt coming through, as I mentioned. But yeah, that nutty flavour, that taste, it's very unusual. I've had a peanut butter porter recently. Who was that? That was Terrapin beer out in America. Their peanut butter porter. That was, again, it was okay, but you could tell it was more of an artificial taste to the peanut. This, you can't get any more real peanut than that. Unbelievable aroma. I honestly wish my camera had smell-o-vision so I could share this aroma with you guys. It's really good. Okay, so thank you to Dean, first off, for sending the beer. I like that. Thornbridge Brewery, Charlie Brown, Peanut Butter Brown Ale, 6.2% ABV. How do we rate it? As with all Thornbridge beers, I've never really had a bad beer from Thornbridge. Their quality is amazing. I was first introduced to Thornbridge Brewery back when they were putting Joyper in 330 bottles, believe it or not. If you have a look at my original review of Thornbridge Joyper IPA, you will see that it's in a very different bottle than we have today. You can get their Joyper if you want to try it in Waitrose. It is one of my favourite IPAs. It's very good. Their Kipling is one of the best South Pacific Pale Ales in the world. Their Raven, their Black IPA is another very good beer. Along with their St. Petersburg Russian Imperial Stout. So you know where I'm going with this. I haven't got to spell out all of their beers. What I'm trying to say is that they're a very good brewery, a very solid brewery, and I suggest if you haven't already to go and try their beers. Rating for the Peanut Butter Brown Ale. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I reckon if that beer, that lovely, really big, bold, peanutty aroma, if that came through a little bit more in the taste, then I'd push it to a 9. But a very solid 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed the beer. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.